This eyeshadow pigment is all courtesy of this lookbook. One of the many questions that many people ask is, how do you get your dream job without an experience? Hopefully this can help you and you and you. All right. So first and foremost, don't be late for your job interview, sir. Sir. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I will be giving you some pointers on how to apply for a job without a job experience in that field. We will be starting with skill set. What is your skill set? What is your goal? What is your objective? So one of the many questions that a lot of people ask is, why exactly are you applying for this job? You need a skill set that matches the job requirements, regardless of your educational or work background prior to seeking that job. So one, you have to have a skill set that matches the job. For example, if you want to be at front desk, but your skill set is in, say for instance, something more practical like the kitchen, you would have to prove what makes you a candidate to be trained or to be employed in that field. For instance, if you're an entertainer like myself with a food background, you would likely to be able to can dance, maybe sing, or maybe you're such a social butterfly, but you have to have something in that skill set that says, hey, listen, I am a candidate for this job. Number two, your application and your resume should state exactly, or they should complement that skill set, because oftentimes you have a lot of people applying for a job that have nothing to do with what they can do personally. Your application and resume lacks information. For instance, I've come across many application and resume that only have a paragraph to begin with, and you cannot convince anyone much in general that, listen, you are capable of doing all of these things that is required of you, and it is not detailed on your resume. So push come to shove, if I should draw for your resume, that's exactly why John can't do this and why exactly John can't do that, because it never ever depend on resume to begin with. So you need to have your skill set properly detailed on your resume. All right. Your contact information should be clear so you can be contacted if you get a chance, because sometimes all we need is a chance, and then there are many people out there who are willing to just give you a chance. You need to be as welcoming as possible. Make the interviewer know that, listen, I am comfortable being here, and smiling is a way of not coming off too cocky, because you don't want to be cocky without work experience. The interviewer asks you a question. For example, do you smoke marijuana? Be careful with how you answer that question. It is not a joke, all right? It is very serious. A lot of places, they actually do drug tests specifically for this. So it's not a funny question. So bear in mind that when you're answering that question, bear in mind that it is not so funny. All right, it's a very serious question. So you say, for instance, you don't smoke marijuana, but the way you answer the question, it proves that, listen, it shows that you might be guilty, you might not. So you might fall into a little trap right there. So be careful with how you answer certain questions. Certain questions that are aimed at your weaknesses. Be careful with how you answer such questions, because you don't want to come off as, naive to reality, because the reality is we are seeking mature individuals, that is likely to get things done. So be confident, because listen, you never know what can happen. A lot of people, say that, listen, it's not easy to get to your dream job. You don't have to go through this, that, this, that, this, that, this. And it is not true, because you have it. You have it right now. So why wait? Why go through this, that, this, that? You have the skills that is required of the job. So that is one of the many reasons why I suggest to just go at it. And if it fails, do what you need to do. Round up the education, round up the experience, and try again. But, keep trying. Don't laugh at yourself. When you make mistakes, do not laugh at yourself. Because listen, sometimes they have this saying that when you laugh first, it's not funny. But it's best to entertain. It's best to, be the one that's being laughed at whilst being serious. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're jovial, you're witty, you're happy, you're willing, it can work. It can work for you and you and you. So I will link in the description box below 2 samples of a job letter and resume to help or guide you in seeking your future job. All the best with your future endeavors. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more life tips. And of course, remember to follow me on Instagram at starryforever or starry_forever. Until then, see you in another video. Goodbye.